Hi everyone and welcome back to the Overtake GT. This is another 600pp build for you to get in your garage and you will cherish forever. It is fantastic. Agile, on point, perfect handling, and the top speed isn't too bad either. This is, of course, the Jaguar F Type R from 2014. With a supercharged engine, rear wheel drive, this car is phenomenally great. Easy, on point, and it is one of those that is going to get you a win, especially at Tokyo and anywhere else that you can use this car. Now, what you need to do is get your car, let's dive straight into it and let's get to the tuning shop. Let's go! So now we're at the tuning shop, so a few things we need to make this car absolutely sublime. So the first thing is weight reduction stage 1, and make sure you definitely have sports hard tyres. They do come on the car, just make sure they're the ones that you've got on it. Okay, Club Sports, weight reduction stage 2, power restrictor and a ballast, semi-racing, a racing crankshaft, a fully customizable computer, a fully customizable LSD, weight reduction stage 3, and increase the body rigidity. Under racing, you want to get engine balance tuning, a racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, racing brake pads, a racing brake kit. I went for the drill discs on this build, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, an active LSD controller, fully customizable racing transmission, and weight reduction stage 4. Under extreme, there's nothing that you need to get from here, and under ultimate, again, there's nothing you need from here. So far so good, and everything is looking great for this Jag. Okay, now to make it look as good as it's going to be around Tokyo and beyond, let's go to GT Auto. So now we're at GT Auto, the first thing we need to do is go to car maintenance and service. So get straight on there, and what we do is we go to the right hand side and it says wide body, and you want to get that installed on the car. You can see that just there, I've got it installed, and it just gives this car such a mean stance, and look at how good that looks, absolutely phenomenal. You can see I've gone for sticking the channel QR code on there and the channel name all over the side. That's just to make sure that those pesky people that keep trying to rip off these builds have a harder chance of doing so. Okay, look, let's move on. Over we go, car customization. So the first thing is the wheels. So the wheels, it doesn't matter what wheels you pick, go nuts. I went for the Oz Racing wheels. Oz Legenda, you want 20-inch standard, brim width wide, offset wide, and get those installed on the car. Once you've done that, go to custom parts, and at the front you want type A, side type B, the rear is type A, and the wing is a custom wing set. Doesn't matter whether it's low, medium or high, and it doesn't matter what your end plate is. It really doesn't matter at all. You just pick what suits your design, how it looks for you, what's best, and that's it. It's all about how it looks at the minute, and there you go. Okay, racing items, you've got your bonnet pin, you can pick them if you like. Tow hook, again, if you like, pick them, and that's it there. And under other, light bulb, number plate, and caliper colour. So the number plate, I went for type B because I didn't fancy having a big sticking thing on the front, but that's it. That's all I went for, and pretty much not a lot else that you can do there. You can go to load style, you can pick one someone else has done, or if you're like me, you can go to livery editor and make your own. Now let's head back to the garage and let's get the setting sheet on the roll, and you can get this on track and have some fun. And here we have it, settings, 600pp Tokyo. It is for the 1.58 update, it's spot on. Now just a reminder, if any previous build you use and the update looks different, just check in the description and any amendments for the build will be there. Just for moving forward, that's where they'll always be. Okay, for this build though, we need sports hard tyres first of all, and then we need 115 at the front on your body height adjustment and 140 at the rear. Anti-roll bars 7 at the front and 10 at the rear. Your damping ratio compression is 25 at the front and 35 at the rear, and the expansion is 50 at the front and 40 at the rear. Now your natural frequency is 2.15 at the front and 2.75 at the rear, and your negative camber angle is 2.8 at the front and 3 at the rear. Now tow angle, I've gone for a tow out of 0.02 at the front and a toe-in of 0.18 to the rear. I just feel like gives the car a better stability, especially as you approach that first corner from such a high speed. The car's a lot easier to control in my humble opinion. Now initial torque 6, acceleration sensitivity 12 and braking sensitivity 25. If you're struggling to get the car stopped, increase this, okay, because that's going to then add that extra pressure to the rear brakes and it's going to help benefit you if you're struggling in that way. Downforce 40 at the front and 225 at the rear. Your ECU, drop that to 85%. Your ballast is 199 kilos at ballast position and 43, and leave your power restrictor alone. Top speed 330, automatic KMH and manual adjustments make these changes. If you do have any issues, make the changes back to front and that'll help. There is a bug that's well known on Gran Turismo, so change this first and then work your way backwards and that'll help resolve the problem. Okay, get into it. First gear 2.435, second gear 2.010, third gear 1.667, fourth gear 1.462, fifth gear 1.278, sixth gear 1.139 and seventh gear 1.017 with a final drive of 2.899, and that is phenomenally revving at 7,500 RPMs, and it is one of the best sound and tuned engines you can get in this price range. It is phenomenal. Everything else you need is there. The brake controller, I've set a rear balance of 2, just again to aid with braking as you come into those corners, and again if you're struggling, increase your rear braking and that's going to put the rear brake balance all on those rear tyres, because obviously it's rear wheel drive, help you stop a bit quicker and that benefits there for you. But 5 litre engine, all that power, absolutely phenomenal. And that is it. So look, here's a quick lap guide, dead quick, it's gonna help you massively. Fuel map information's on there. Let's get into it now. Okay, so you're joining me as I finish the final lap of Tokyo Expressway. I'm in the Jag that you've just made and it's absolutely phenomenal. The soundtrack is amazing and it's definitely a car that will not let you down. Now, the first thing you need to do is get fuel map 2. Make sure you stick to that throughout. You will get all the way to the end of lap 6, pit, out, 6 laps again. Fantastic. You can just see how much quicker this thing is on the straight. Now you do scrub a little bit of speed on the straight, but don't worry, because once you get from near onwards, it is sublime. It's absolutely on point. Turning in, taking all the corners and bends. It is just one of those cars that you need in your garage, especially 600 pp events in Tokyo and money grinding. It is absolutely phenomenal. You can just drop it down the gear and it'll just hug the corners. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that, look at the turning in. Drop it down to third for this bit, brake, turn in, hit the apex, floor it up, little bump, up gear. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Seriously, what a car. I mean, look at that. And look at the lead we pulled up from Cockabun. Now, when you get Cockabun, what happens is he pits, and when he pits, you just literally go past him. It's about, I don't know, I'd say 6-7 seconds. And then that lead just builds and builds and builds because his car can't do this. Look at that, 18 seconds nearly. There it is, look at that, spot on, absolutely booting it down this back section. There we are for the final time round this hairpin. I tell you what, this is a car I've loved making. It was requested by one of you, and I tell you what, thank you very much, because I would not have thought about trying to use this car at all, and I'm glad I did. 0.1 laps of fuel, don't worry about it, we'll get to the end. And that's it. I mean, what a great car, what a fantastic car to race with, enjoy. I ran out of fuel just as we crossed the line, but I still did a 2:11. That car is brilliant. It is one that you need in your garage and you must use. Phenomenal. Honestly, absolutely brilliant. Now, if you haven't seen already, Fridays 12 till 5 p.m. UK time, you can watch live streams with me. You can chat, do whatever you want, we can have a good laugh, lots of fun. If you want to be a member, please by all means be a member. You get to race with me weekly and we get to have lots of fun again, and there's lots of more interactive things with me and lots more stuff that you can crack on with. You can see the times there, that's how much quicker this car is. It's not the fastest, but I tell you what, it's a fun one and it's a great one to drive, definitely. Gallo, I'm gutted about him, he beat my fastest time only just, but again, another great driving car for you to use. Now please subscribe, don't miss any more of these builds, and that's it from me. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.